All right, welcome back to another episode of the Pin High Podcast presented by Pin High Media. Jon Rahm is the best player on the planet, and it's not even close. Max Homa not too far behind. So let's get into it.
This is Jordan Spieth here, and
this is the Pin High Podcast.
All right, let's get inside the ropes, start the week. Like I said, Jon Rahm, I mean, at this point, it's just silly. I feel like I saw a stat on Twitter saying that his peak right now is better than anyone's since like the Tiger era.
I mean, yeah, it's 3 wins in his last 5 on the PGA Tour. It's 5 wins in his last 9 worldwide. That's
outside
incredible.
the top 10 this year.
Hasn't finished outside the top 10. Yeah. I mean, it's just incredible. He goes in every week and you're like, yep, he has a chance to win and he might win. And if he's within a couple of strokes of the lead, you'd think he's probably going to win. So it is kind of crazy.
He was like 4 under at one point on Thursday, and he ended up being like 6 under or something. And I was like, oh, so Jon Rahm's going to win this week.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it's been for him. And like you said, we haven't really seen anything like that since Tiger. I mean, Tiger was on a different level, but Jon Rahm, like in terms of win percentage, is probably as close to Tiger as there's ever been. Like, 10% is a good win percentage on the PGA Tour. I mean, yeah, John. I don't know what Jon Rahm's at right now, but it's like 12 or 13%, I think, and that's
his
insane.
career.
I think so. He's won so many times.
He only won once, like all of last year.
Wasn't that his 10th win?
I think so. 12%. 12%. He has 19 wins and 158 starts.
Across DP World Tour too.
Yeah, but that still counts.
Yeah,
still a win. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's. I think the only like run we've seen recently is like the Scotty run last year, and then he won a major. But this
what about the DJ run? Was the DJ run anything like that?
What, 2016?
No.
Like a couple years ago, like 2019.
The one where he beat Rahm in the BMW Championship playoff.
I thought Rahm beat him.
Oh no, because
Rahm
made that crazy putt, and then DJ made a putt like just as crazy right after him.
2020 was an interesting DJ. So 2020 DJ had 4 wins in 5 months. So like 1 a month, basically. 1 in July, the Travelers, the Northern Trust, the Tour Championship, and then the Masters, which was the fall Masters.
The November Masters.
Yeah,
November. It's the fake Masters.
Some kind of close to what we were talking about, but yeah, like Jon Rahm is still above that even, because Scotty Scheffler's run was, still crazy. 3 wins and 4 or 5 starts, something like that. So
he had like 4. He had like 4 in 6 weeks.
I mean, what was crazy about Scheffler is he didn't have a win until the WM, and then he won the WMBM, and then that was kind of it. He just kept winning.
It was like everything reverted back to like he was competing, just hadn't won yet, and then just all came right at once.
I mean, you had Tony Finau win back-to-back starts last year, and you thought
that doesn't count.
He's about to go. He's about to go on a run too. But then he
Rocket Mortgage in the 3M.
But it's just like guys win for the first time. Guys win for the first time in a while, and then all of a sudden, like the wins start racking up. Max Homa, for example, like he wins, and then all of a sudden he's starting to rack them up. So
no, it's true.
I wonder who's next for that. But is it Will Zalatoris?
Hopefully, but you're right though. It's Sky had like a T55 in there too, and Rahm's since August last year hasn't finished worse than T15 in a tournament.
I don't mind Zalatoris at Bay Hill and the Players.
I was thinking Zalatoris at the Bay Hill today too.
Yeah, he had a couple of good weeks, and which means his
I think he's
really affecting him that much.
I think he's starting to gain steam a little bit, especially.
He played pretty well at the Players, at Bay Hill last year, if I'm not mistaken. I remember we had our company, or like whoever was on site at API, we did like a draft of players.
Oh yeah,
I picked Zalatoris. I think he ended up playing well.
He seems like he's someone who'd fit that course too. Just tough golf course, thick rough, U.S. Open kind of almost.
Yeah. I mean, literally, it's what was the winning score last year? Like
500, something like that.
Yeah.
But he played well this week too. Rahm didn't even feel like he played that great either, like today. Or sorry, Sunday. Like he had that he bogeyed 10, he basically essentially bogeyed 11. He made par. And then he hit that putt where like he gave he's like held his hands out like expecting it to move back to the right.
I mean, Jon Rahm on left to right putts from like long distance, like he makes one every week. It's so
Automatic.
dumb. It's
And
like he just
he's
does it
always
every
wearing the
week.
same outfit too.
Yeah, I know, the pink.
Every single time.
Pink, yeah. I honestly didn't even
seen
think
so
about
many of
that
those.
until you said that. You said same outfit, and I really thought about that, but I'm like, oh yeah, it's like that light pink,
light pink and like the gray
red.
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But every week, a left to right putt, he has one in the final round. He's like winning the tournament or within striking distance, and he always makes a bomb, and that's what makes him pull away.
I'm starting to
Yeah.
see that damn kid of his like every single week.
Yeah.
Right.
Is Jon Rahm's son overrated?
I don't know.
We're asking.
We're gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see him just like week by week grow up, like every single week, just with and like the two kids now.
Yeah.
But yeah, this wasn't like his greatest final round. Like he was good, but they was like both him and Homo were a little wild off the tee. I mean, the 13th hole kind of comes out to mind where Homo like hit it left into a tree like 100 yards, and then he tried to do it again under all the other trees, and he still didn't get around.
And
Rahm went way
Rom hit it
left.
further left.
Yeah, he hit it
and he was
further left,
fine.
but he hit it in like a good spot, kind of like past all the trees,
Yeah.
and like was in good spot for on 13. But yeah, just a crazy sequence for that final group. It wasn't like he was fairway green, fairway green. It was a little bit shaky off the tee.
It came down to Jon Rahm hitting slightly more fairways. Like at the end, like he hit those fairways that he needed to hit, and he that shot on 16 or 17. 16 is par 3.
Yeah, 16 par 3.
Yeah, that shot on 16, like right there, you knew it was
kind of over. He didn't even have to birdie 17 either. He made a par on 17.
Yeah. I mean, if Max was saying like if he just hit more fairways, like he probably wins that tournament because his iron play was so crazy good that like when he was hitting fairways, he was putting it super close and making birdies because I think he was first in the field in putting and was one putt short. He had 93 putts on the week, which is crazy to think about.
That's insane.
He's one putt short of the record of least putts in a PGA Tour event. Still didn't win.
Crazy.
That's how good Jon Rahm is.
2.99 strokes game putting on the week. That's insane.
It reminds me of like last year at Genesis when Cameron Young had like a crazy week, but Joaquin Niemann just had like an absolutely dumb week where he shot 63 to start the tournament.
Yeah,
and I watched that Netflix episode too.
Crazy.
And then shoots 19 under or whatever it was. Like
it does it.
Was the winning score this week? No, or was it 17?
I think it was 7.
It was 17 this week.
17.
Okay. Well, like Cam Young and Max Homa back-to-back years have insanely good weeks, but somebody was just better. That's what's crazy about winning on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, and it's cool to see Max Homa so I'm sure you saw how emotional he was after.
Yeah.
And how much this turn means. Like it'd be so awesome if he won. Like I want him to win in LA in June so badly. Like how cool that would be.
I feel like that's the arc right now. Like that's what's gonna
destiny.
happen.
Yeah. But he almost hold that chip. Like you could tell this meant like that's where like you're never gonna have that on live. Never.
Oh yeah, he was going for the win. Like absolutely.
Yeah.
In every aspect of the game, he was playing like the aggressive game. Like he was always going for it. And
right down to 18.
It kind of bit him a little bit. Like
almost hold that
like
chip
13, he probably should have taken his medicine, but he didn't. But like even still, you're right. He
Didn't
almost
matter. He made
pulled it
bogey
out in the
either
last
way.
hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was definitely trying to win. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna secure second place now. Like, no, I'm trying to win this. So that's Max Homa's mentality now.
Well, and good for him too. He also won. He won like what, $2.1 million, something like that. Like $8.8 million more than he
That last
won.
putt was worth 400K.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah, that's insane.
The difference between splitting like the second and third place with Cantlay or not. So he would have either made 1.7 or 2.1, which at the end of the day, who cares?
This was a pretty good leaderboard, honestly. I mean, I know it was a 2-man
Awesome
race at
tournament.
the end, but
Who
like
was our Nick Taylor of the week?
I said Gary Woodland. He ended up T9, so
I think Keith.
call.
I think Keith. Like Keith
No, it
Mitchell
was
is much
Keith
more
Mitchell.
known.
It was Keith
Yeah,
Mitchell.
it's
He's more known
much more
than
known.
Nick
But like he's
Taylor.
definitely the kind of guy. Like if you're like of all the names on the leaderboard, you would expect him to like not be up there as much. And he was in the final group. Like he was battling. I didn't realize how long he is off the tee.
Keith
Like I just thought
Mitchell.
him was like a hair. I basically thought. I mean, it's Sea Island boys. Like I thought it was the same person as Harris English. And it's like hits like little, like I don't know, fairway finders, and then one putts for par every time. But
I think I said this in the group chat. Like Keith
yeah,
Mitchell has like insane swing. I love his swing. It's like
awesome
almost as
swing.
good as Adam Scott's swing, but like his waggles are just so annoying. Which,
Oh yeah, I can't understand. I don't understand that. I
the
literally
waggles like ruin it for
His
me. But he
lower
has such
half
a great swing.
is insane. Like his like knee open or whatever. I don't even know. I was like
hip
I do it
opening.
the other day when I played golf.
What a swing! Yeah, I love his swing. But yeah, Keith
Or
Mitchell
Chubby
was
too on the range.
battling. No, Keith Mitchell was battling. I kind of
Yeah.
like it. But Colin Morikawa was up there. Zalatoris we mentioned a little bit earlier. 7 under in the
Cantlay.
final round.
Benson
Zalatoris.
had a sick last round. If you were watching that final round, like they just kept cutting to him doing like sick things.
Yeah, the Gala was up there as well.
He only shot 69.
Good.
Did he shoot 69 in the final round?
Who?
Yeah, he shot Spencer shot 69 in the final round.
Really?
They kept cutting to him like making long putts. It was weird.
They did, and I put the bunker shot
really?
he made for birdie.
You know, when they cut to somebody who's kind of like not in it in the final round, you know that they're gonna do something insane.
Oh, absolutely, especially and like we were going on the leaderboard, like all these names, and like we're saying Morikawa and Zalatoris and Cantlay and Patrick Pecos and Adam Svensson, just making moves moving on down the leaderboard.
He wasn't making moves, but like he's playing well.
The Gall is right there too. I mean, Scheffler didn't play.
Jason Day,
terrible.
another top 10 for Jason Day.
Jason Day started like 4 birdies on his first like 6 holes, I think.
I saw that. Yeah, I did see that. He shot 65.
He's the year of the J Day emergence, probably like not like actually, but
I don't know. I think we're time traveling back to 2015. We got Jason Day and Ricky Fowler playing decent. Matt Kuchar's played okay this week.
Not winning.
Don't get me started on.
No,
Ricky
they're not
Fowler.
winning. They're not winning. But
if Ricky Fowler was playing this week, he's the pick. But he's not playing this week.
Yeah,
his strokes gain approach. I don't know if you've seen. He's like
it's like 6th.
He's like yeah, he's like 6th.
Ricky.
Yeah. Ricky's hitting the ball amazing.
I don't know why. I guess it's just a tough travel week, but yeah, he needs to get into the top 50 to get to the Masters in like a few weeks.
Yeah, but you'd have to play WM followed by no.
He went Torrey, WM,
Genesis.
Riv.
You'd have to play so many events in a row, followed by Players, and API,
Valspar.
Well, not Valspar, but like just that culmination of events with like this tournament, the Honda just got absolutely screwed by the elevated event schedule.
Oh, absolutely.
Honda feels
sandwiched in between 3 of
and then the Players after that, like it sucks.
No, sandwich in between 2 and 2. Yeah, no, that sucks for them.
Yeah.
What was that? I was just gonna say, did you see that like that argument going on Twitter of like if the elevated events should like circle through and rotate every year.
Like different tournaments.
I thought they are.
I don't
Like
think
like
so.
like like
few of
so,
them are
some of
changing.
some of them stay. I think some of them stay, but like the four, like
The
this year that it's
Travelers,
like
like I don't think the
Yeah,
Travelers
Hilton
are
Head,
every year.
Travelers, like they're gonna rotate.
Oh, really? Okay, good. Because I was like, I'd love to see like a good field at PGA National this week. That'd be like a major
Yeah,
esque.
when's the last time there was a
Yeah,
good field at PGA National? It's been a while. Like
I don't know.
they used to be like a flagship event, and now it's
That
not.
is that back when? Remember when JT like yelled at the guy like in the crowd or something like that? Like I don't even know what year that was. It was
Was
like
that at the Honda?
I think that was at PGA National. I just don't remember what year it was. Uh, it might have been like maybe it was like JT's like first win or something like that. I don't know, something weird.
JT won
But
at the Honda at one point.
maybe it was his first win. But if they do like rotate to the Honda, they have to fix. I feel like they're gonna have to fix the schedule round just because it's so like
They can't.
You
all
can
do it
have
at the
3 in a
Honda.
row. Yeah,
yeah, like you're gonna have four in a row. You're gonna have
that's right. You
Waste
can have
Management,
4 in a
Riv,
row.
Honda,
Yeah.
Arnold Palmer. Then it's just kind of it's just gonna be a lot.
Well, the
It's gonna be a
Honda
grind.
can move. No, it can't because there's the Florida swing. No, the Honda's just like permanent.
Switch Valspar and Honda, then like rotate one of them gets like an Elevate or something like that. Like whatever one's the Elevate goes to the end of the Arnold Palmer or something like that, or end of Players Week
The
or
other one
after
doesn't want
Players.
to do
The
that.
Honda might be a lost
No,
cause
they
here.
don't. They don't.
It's a real
It's
shame.
just
PGA National, you think they would want them to
yeah,
like play at that course, but I guess not.
yeah.
I mean, they still do, just not the best ones.
Yeah, well, the purse
As
says
we'll,
to.
But
we'll
also
get
it
into
also gives a chance like I don't know, Lee Hodges might have a chance to win this week. Who knows? Like no one knew that name until
I
he was
see
on the
that. I
leaderboard.
see that name everywhere this week. I get that he played well here last year. Don't get it. He's missed every single cut. He's like
I mean,
he's
and
had.
playing well here last
Played
year was
well
like
last week.
T9. It was like
He's
T9.
like 50-1. Who like that's a ridiculous like number on him.
The thing I like about the Honda,
Shows the field. The field
thing I like
strength.
about the Honda is the like scores aren't super low. Like I think 10 under was
Yeah,
the
it's
winner last year.
I think
Like
it was
it
honestly
usually ranges around that.
this would be a place if Will Zalatoris wasn't like you could probably win here pretty easily. Not like pretty easily, but like you
so
do very, very well here.
here's a question for you. I think like the lowest score here of the past like, 10 years or something has been like 12 under or something like that.
Mhm. Wow.
What's current Jon Rahm shooting here right now?
Oh,
It's probably shooting like 15 under.
well, he's kind of like he's been kind of like wild off the tee though. So he's kind
It
of
is a big like approach.
yeah, it's all
Course,
approach.
which like Rom is good at approach. So I mean,
God, imagine if he was in
if
the
the putter
field
gets like if the putter is fine, which it has been, yeah, 14 under, 15
what
under,
what I think the better question is what would his odds be if he was in this field?
plus
Plus
3 to
like
1.
350? Yeah,
350
300.
probably.
Yeah.
Saying Sanjay M is plus 750 right now as
Yeah,
the
that's wild.
favorite. Yeah.
Wild. Should we talk about Tiger?
Yeah, let's do
Oh, yeah, I
it.
kind of forgot about that. It was fun to watch. It's about like that's all I got. Like I mean like I don't know.
I genuinely think he looks a lot better than last year. Like
Yes.
I didn't like there's if you like there's not nearly as much of a limp. Like it's still there, and if you people who know him just they obviously can tell, but like there's not even close to as much of a limp, and he's just crushing. Like he's crushing the ball.
He's
It
hitting
doesn't
it
make
past
any
Rory.
sense. Yeah, like it doesn't make any sense.
It does inspire some confidence that like if he can just be slightly like still just make a little bit of I don't know if there's any progress from where he's at currently, but he did look pretty good.
Yeah,
It makes
It's putting
you
4 rounds together.
it makes you think that
yeah.
he could contend at Augusta if he could walk
Really?
it.
I think he will. I think he absolutely will. Maybe it's not this year, just because I think like his plan should be just play in the 4 majors and then play in like I wouldn't be surprised if he played in Arnold Palmer, like but play like once a month a PGA Tour tournament.
He's not gonna do that.
No, well, like months, like once, like like play Riv if you want to because it's your tournament, or play Arnold Palmer. Like choose one of those. Maybe play the Players instead. Like choose like one of those events a year, and then play the
Yeah.
majors, and then like who knows? Like maybe he's like on a like Ryder Cup team. Like who the
No,
hell knows?
I don't know.
no,
I don't
I don't
know.
know. Like the way. I mean, he's driving the ball. He's hitting the ball a mile. His approach is pretty damn good. Like he's still gotta get. I think he's just the short game just needs refinement and the
Yeah,
putting. Like
his
because like
putting wasn't
he
good.
missed a lot of putts and he missed like even like
it's a
one
short.
drive. He had like a 360-yard drive on one of the back nine holes on Friday, and just completely chunked his wedge. That just needs poor level refinement, I think.
I mean,
And then once,
you watch him, and there's flashes of like what makes Tiger Tiger. Like you see it, you see like
yeah,
why was Tiger. Like there's flashes. He just doesn't put it together for like a full round or a full
He kind of
stretch.
did
Like
on Saturday,
he
though.
gets like
he did,
hot. Like he'll
which
make
was
like he made
again,
3 birdies in a row to end the first round. Like he gets hot to the point where you're like, okay, like now he's in a groove. Now he's getting going,
but
which
then he
does
makes
make you think
yeah,
he could compete at like Augusta, a place that he
He's better
knows.
than
Like he'll get hot.
120 guys in the field.
Yeah.
absolutely. I
So
mean,
it is
but then
crazy.
he makes like I think just it is like the stamina. Like who knows what he's doing to recover between now and Augusta. But
A
like he
lot.
did, like he was what 2 or 3 under par going into 15 on Friday, and then he just makes 3 bogeys in 4 holes, and we're thinking, oh, he's missed the cut. Like he just run he's and in the weekend he's not on Sunday he's not hitting the ball even nearly as far as fast as he was. Like he just runs out of steam. But again, like this is compared to last year, like he had to withdraw from the PGA. Like he could barely even walk at the Masters, it felt like this is
Yeah, he finished last
a
place at the Open.
big difference, I think. Yeah, like
I mean,
it's a lot
the question
better.
is, will Tiger Woods go to Live Golf to play 3 rounds instead of 4?
No. Get out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is nice to see him out there, and again, he made the cut. Like a bunch of guys didn't make the cut, so good for him.
Yeah. I mean, like another thing is the Open Championship. Like it's usually on a pretty flat course, right?
Yeah, I
We're
mean,
at
and he can go
Royal
out there.
Liverpool this year.
Yes, I think so.
So, that's another factor of walking 4 rounds. It's like if he can walk, and it didn't help at St. Andrews, but maybe he's healthier now than he was
But
then.
also like that's like another place where like if he gets his short game down, he doesn't need to hit driver every single hole there either. Like he's not going to win at Oak Hills because that's like a bomb and gouge like PGA Tour course. But like if he's like getting like his guy's short game down, which is what he was so like killer at, like what made him like the killer he was, is like if he gets that back, he could win an Open. Like, who knows? Like I think he's this week gave me so much confidence that he could potentially win major again.
Who was
Maybe
it
he
that he
won't, maybe he
spoke
will.
on
Crazy.
Saturday? Bezaden out. That was saying like he was so impressed by how good Tiger still is, and that was the day that he shot 4 under. He was like,
Yeah,
he can still like
do this.
he can still do it. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Only
be one of
question.
those guys that's like, absolutely, how do I say it without saying, I don't know. I'm not gonna be like, Dan Rappaport and those guys like
Oh yeah, no.
Like,
worshiping
oh yeah,
him.
he's winning the Masters.
Yeah, it's like, okay, guys, like
Put your
I'm
bets
just
in now.
saying this, like I'm being realistic. Like he looked really good this week. Maybe he could do it, but they're just worshiping every step that he takes, and it's just like, all right, let's tone it down a little bit.
Yeah,
Which
but
it's for the content. Oh, well, no monsters under Trevor's bed.
yeah, good
So
thing.
if that's what he was
Trying to show us.
going for,
But yeah, no, it was good to see Tiger this week. Yeah, look forward to the next one.
yeah, Trevor.
Yeah, dog was
No,
barking.
no
Sorry.
monsters under your bed.
Yeah,
Good.
confirmed.
I was worried about that. Thank you for checking for me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I can sleep at night now.
Let's move on to the Netflix show. How about? Have you guys seen it all?
Yes, I have.
I've only watched 2 episodes.
Oh, come on, dude. You've got a week.
I know. I've
Joel
been
Damon
meaning to.
episode?
What?
You haven't even seen the Joel Damon episode?
No, but I've heard good things about that. I need to this week. I'm gonna watch one more tonight. Like I was, this whole week was kind of crazy, and then we just didn't have time to watch it.
Trev,
Unfortunately,
one
but
and night. We'll talk about it next week on the podcast. We'll make it a big.
Here's what we will talk about this week because it doesn't really matter. What guys would you want to see next season? Because I mean, like, you know who's been on it this season.
They didn't have Max Homa on it this season, which was like he'll 100% be on it next season.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Part
So
of it
absolutely
maybe like saving it for season 2 because they knew it was going to be a success. I don't know.
Like he was kind of in the Joel Damon episode, but like not talking about himself.
What I thought was interesting was that like they did sit down with him. They went as far to do that, but they must just not have gotten anything that was substantial for him, or maybe they're just saving it. I don't know.
Yeah, I would like to see him on it, obviously, but I mean, they had a nice range of guys on it like this season, from like, you know, your Rorys at the top to like your rookies and Mito and
it made me like Mito a lot.
Yeah, except for the fact that he's now playing at Live Golf.
Now he's at Live.
Yeah, they had a whole episode on Mito and like Joaquin Neiman in there, both.
Which is it's interesting. Like that's very interesting. Like it's like now that like they're on Live, it's like even more interesting. But
it made me miss all those guys like Carlos Ortiz.
It does.
Neiman.
You miss Carlos Ortiz.
It makes you understand why they like made the move, because they all hang out with each other. Like they live together on the road and they hang out with each other and stuff. So it's like,
and they all
once Neiman made the move, like Mito was definitely gonna go. So
yeah, I get that.
Like Mito comes from like the country in Chile, and like I don't know, like they probably threw an amount of money at him where it's just like, yeah, like I'm like from small town Chile. It's like, oh, yeah, I'll take that.
And like Mito was a 27-year-old rookie. I mean, Neiman made less sense than Mito because Mito was a 27-year-old rookie. I know he did really well at the PGA Championship. Probably should have won the PGA Championship, but yeah, Neiman leaving at like 23 was kind of crazy to me. But yeah, it was nice seeing them on it. Thinking about other guys I would want to be on it.
Tom Kim.
But like those are some guys that
would be good.
Those are some guys that I'm like excited to watch in the majors, that if they qualify for any of them.
I would like to like.
They're not in the Masters anymore, I don't think.
They do range from like older guys to younger guys.
They're not.
They're not in the.
They're not in the Masters. They're not in the top 50 anymore, I don't think.
Right.
Yeah, fair enough. Isn't Harold Varner in the Masters though?
I think he's out.
Harold's
too.
50. Harold's at 51 right now. Mito's
so he's already got his invite.
Yeah, he must have been inside the top 50.
Oh no, because
invites. Yeah.
At the time, I think he when they sent out the invites, he's in the top 50 or something.
That's
stupid. As of last week, he was in the top 50. But I guess other guys I'd like to see on the show. Justin Rose is probably going to get an episode next year, I would assume, just because he got a win this year. See what happens the rest of this year. But I feel like you always have to have like one older guy or one or two older guys, and like sprinkling guys that like people don't really know, and then your big guys.
I guess they don't know until the guys like do something big, like that they're gonna do an episode on them, you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you don't really.
It's like they do all this filming of like the big storylines, like for instance, like Saad Thakala. They weren't planning on doing that, and then all of a sudden his whole family being there became a storyline. They started filming it, and then after the fact they sit down with him to talk about it, but like they didn't have that planned.
I mean, I thought it was cool that they like had cameras in his house during the PGA Championship that he wasn't playing in. He was just like watching it, and they just like have cameras on him. I think that was
interesting.
But yeah, I guess you don't really know who they're gonna put in. You're right. I would say
I think Ricky'd be great for them next year too.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky is another one who got like interviews.
It's a big name,
but he just wasn't like a part of like
and he
wasn't
wasn't
the main
playing well. Like
part of the episode. Yeah.
If he wins the tournament this year and kind of brings his name back to more relevancy, that's a big name people are going to want to watch.
I'd like to see Harry Higgs because he
Oh
went
yeah,
from almost losing his tour card.
I think he did.
He might have even had to have won it back, gained it back in that like because don't they play in some event?
The Corn Ferry Finals, I think.
Yeah, I think he had to win it back or something. And then he all of a sudden is off to a great start in 2023.
I mean, I
And
wonder what happens with the live guys. Like, do the live guys are they like in the series next year, or is it just kind of like
I don't
a
know.
forgotten thing?
PGA Tour.
Because they're like
No,
obviously they're all
it's
in it.
it's not
It's not PGA Tour technically.
It's not run by the PGA Tour. Yeah, so they technically could, but at the same time, I don't like see why they would. Like, I don't see why they would go to.
Like, is Cam Smith gonna get like an episode? Like, just because he's Cam Smith? Like,
I mean,
say Cam
it'd be
Smith wins
so
if he wins a
interesting,
major,
but
like he's
If he
probably
wins a
gonna get
major,
one, right?
maybe.
but I also wonder if like they do have an agreement, like maybe with the PGA Tour, and said like, hey, like just don't like we're not gonna do this or something like
I don't
that.
know the
Like
I
details.
guess they
I
went
don't
to
know
the
either.
events. I mean,
I know that PGA Tour doesn't have like I'm pretty sure they don't have like creative
They don't
freedom,
have to say. Yeah, they don't.
but
I mean, Phil Mickelson episode would be incredible.
they can tell you
Oh
what
my
you
God.
can and can't put in there, or something.
I guess.
I
I mean, if they had
also,
a Phil episode, that would like break the internet.
I just found
Phil
it
and
like
Patrick Reed, one episode.
the top 50 from at the end of the year last year get invitations, so all live guys do get to go, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
So is Neiman in there?
Yeah, I hope he'll be in there.
Is Mito?
Bryce.
I feel like
Mito.
no.
Mito might be.
End of 2022, you said, right? So Neiman isn't there. He was 22nd last year. Neiman's actually still in the top 50.
Because did Mito ever win an event?
No, he didn't. Mito
No.
finished
Yeah,
last
Mito's
year
in it.
at 44.
So
Peters is in it. Bryson.
Yeah, Peters was in it.
God, seeing Bryson the first time would be really funny. Yeah, a bunch of love guys would be there. So
might have to pick one of them.
I think we're gonna have to for the one and done. We're gonna have to pick like a live guy.
I mean, Cam Smith's gonna get burned for one of them. It's just take your pick.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll
I will say if Cam Smith wins a major, that'd be pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He's the only guy though. Like I don't care about anyone else. Like I only care about Cam.
We want to talk about before we get into some Honda talk, just quick live Mayakoba.
Oh yeah, they stole an event from the PGA Tour. Or the PGA
I mean,
Tour
what a
want
week
the
to
event.
do it. I legitimately might tune into a little bit of live golf, like because like the Honda Classic's not going to be stimulating television the entire time.
It is interesting to see like the new guys on live. I mean, I kind of lose interest like when I'm watching it, but
I do too. It's really hard. It'll be interesting to see if like that changes at all, but I don't think it will.
Yeah,
like
Brendan Steele is really gonna.
Yeah,
Brendan Steele's really gonna turn the page. I remember like what was it? Greg Norman's quote saying they're targeting 7 top 20 guys, and they come away with Brendan Steele, Peters.
I think Mito might have been in there. Not that he was top 20,
Maybe.
but I think
I always liked Mito. I kind of hate that he went there, but it is what
we were on the Mito train early.
Yeah,
we were.
Mito got like a Battlefield promotion. He won like 3 times on the Corn Ferry and just got like
Davis Riley almost did that, right?
Yeah.
He had 2.
I think just those guys are the ones that you find and you're like, yeah, they're gonna be sick.
But there's a lot of good players. It's just like I don't know.
It's very top heavy.
Got it. Yeah,
it's very top heavy. Like after that, I couldn't tell you who's on what team. I also just like I never watched Mayakoba in the first place. Like I don't have any interest in watching Mayakoba on the CW app on Friday afternoon. I don't think I'm not even gonna download the CW app.
Yeah.
Fair. But then there's just like guys that you forgot about, like Matthew Wolf.
It is.
Like when's the last time you heard Matthew Wolf's name?
You see those paintings that they gave to him and Kepka?
No,
of their dogs.
Not
I
their
didn't see that.
dogs.
Oh, Live Golf like gave them paintings of their dogs like dressed as humans.
What the hell?
Interesting.
Strange. I don't know.
Is
Like,
that the same post they did when they made James Piot a lefty on
Oh
their
my, yeah.
on their
They made him a lefty on the HY Flyers poster. He's a righty. And the funniest part about that is Phil is literally a lefty and he's in the post and they had to put him in the middle, I guess.
Yeah.
And they have him as a lefty.
I will say like too, like I like Cam, and I said this after watching the Brooks episode of Live, Brooks and Scotty episode, like I do miss Brooks. Like I wish Brooks was on the PGA tour, more than probably even more than Cam, just
it's
because
not like he like won any like regular events though. It's like or even
no,
competed other
he
than like
didn't. But
Scottsdale.
he's like you're like he's what we talked about last week. He's the villain we need, and he's also like he just adds something else. Like he was kind of the Scotty. Like I almost like feel like he's like the like what Scotty could be in terms of like just like go out there and like he's not gonna make a mistake and like win a major. Like he's kind of, but Sky's obviously much more likable than Brooks. But like I just like if he was good again, like he seemed like he lost a lot of confidence too in his putter and just mentally was fried. It seemed like too. So
Yeah.
but if he comes back, and there's rumors about maybe he wants to come back. So
Buyer's remorse.
I don't know if
Yeah,
there's
I don't
any.
know.
I don't know if there's any smoke to that, but it's just
Brooks hasn't been good in a little bit, so
Yeah.
kind of sucks for him. But
All right, quick. Not who's winning this week, but what team is winning this week?
I already know.
team's names.
I know who they are.
Going with the
I'll do
range
some
goats.
research. I'll do some research in the break.
All right,
The Ironheads.
let's move into Honda picks. All right, so I think we dropped about 80 spots in the one and done because Justin Thomas came like 20th, I think, and made like 200K or like 180K or something like that. So not ideal to drop 80 spots during an elevated event.
You know what? We were between JT and Hovland. They finished in the same. They both finished T20. So
look at us.
I did have a last second, hey, let's switch to Homa in the GC, and we not to.
I mean, he didn't win, so maybe we'll pick him in a week that he wins.
Would have made $2 million more.
I know. Don't worry. Well, we'll get Homa. We'll get Homa in the right week. Don't worry about it.
Okay, maybe LACC.
Maybe.
By the way, before we get into, I did the team picker. You can do a team picker on Live, and it'll like ask you a bunch of questions, and it'll give you your team you should root for. And I got Crushers GC. Unfortunately,
Bryson, Paul Casey, Enerbon, and
Howell.
I'm like I'm a little bit embarrassed that I knew that.
Yeah, I'm very shocked, honestly.
Well, yeah, it's bad.
I'm gonna right now it's my membership or my fandom of them and choose
nope, that's your team, dude.
No, you're right. You're right. I can't leave my roots, right? Picking my team, picking my favorite animal in my 19th hole snack, right?
Yeah.
Those are the questions they ask.
I'll fill it out after we
I got the range goats.
Oh, does it happen that quick?
Yeah, it's like 10
pretty
questions.
Quick.
Okay. Wait, let me
Team range goats. What does Bubba do in the commercial? Makes a sound.
Oh, team picker. Okay.
4 aces though. That's like everyone knows the 4 aces.
Yeah, they're like the Patriots of golf.
Yeah,
my kid knows 4 aces.
The Kansas City Chiefs, Dallas Cowboys, New York Yankees, and the 4 aces.
Who's even on the range goats? I know it's Bubba, but like, what's his team?
Peters, Varner.
Okay, I actually don't hate.
Just so you know,
team.
I don't know that off the top of my head. I had to read that off of the page.
I don't hate that team. I'm not the biggest Bubba guy, but I do like the rest of the team.
I mean, I'd rather have. I want the Australian team.
All right, I'm fully on Team Range Goats now. I'm gonna have to get myself a Range Goats shirt or whatever.
Filling mine out still.
I'm gonna renounce my fandom and I'm gonna choose Ripper GC. Choose Cam.
Okay, fair enough. But let's get into Honda. I'm still filling mine out. It's more questions than you guys let on.
I did it pretty quick.
Not that many. Just
I'm taking mine seriously.
He's taking his time on it. He doesn't want to get a bad choice. But yeah, Honda Classic PGA National Champion course that I played. Par 70, 71.25 doesn't really sound that long, but it is pretty tough. Bermuda grass. We got the bear trap 15, 16, 17. Always love the fun fact that Ryan Palmer is the most over par at the bear trap since 2007. He struggles there. But yeah, has played difficult. I think we were talking about final scores, like 12 under being the lowest it's been. I think I've seen 6 under 2 years ago, 10 under last year. So it is a pretty tough course. Also pretty tough scrambling course. And the greens are not very easy to hit. They're pretty small. So yeah, I think this week you want to have good approach game. I think this is a very approach heavy course. If you have a good approach game, should play well. And then obviously if the putter gets hot, that's always a factor. But yeah, no players ever defended their title at PGA. Who'd you get, Pat? Crushers?
Yeah.
How we feeling about that?
Whatever. Bryson's kind of fun, but and Anirban's a former MasterCard guy.
They're gonna have to replace Bryson in a few years when he quits golf.
True. But yeah, that's enough love talk. So there are a few guys that are on my mind right now, and you guys can say what's on your mind. But the obvious pick is Shane Lowry. But I don't think if we're gonna like place in this thing, I don't think you go with the chalk during the Honda Classic if we're gonna get up to 80th place in this thing. I like Denny McCarthy.
Yeah,
he's kind of chalky too a little bit if you think about it.
Field
is not very good this week. Just to like get that into everybody's heads.
I don't hate Joseph Bramlett.
He's
been pretty good at ball striking recently. Let me look at because he's been really bad putting, but if you look back to last year, we can see maybe how he putts on Bermuda.
Or good old Joseph Bramlett.
He lost 2.2 and 1.98 strokes gained putting in the last 2 Honda Classics.
He's cut both times, but
he's a lot better though now.
Yeah, he's better now than
he is.
Because like, what did he do off the tee? He probably lost a bunch.
No, he gained a little bit, lost a little bit of approach.
I can't find it. He didn't play the Honda last year.
Oh, 2021.
2021, 2020. Those are the 2 times.
Gained strokes at putting at the Players. That's Bermuda, right?
Yeah.
Valspar,
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like a Joseph Bramlett's gonna win this tournament type of week. I don't know why. Just to me.
I like. Did we already pick Aaron Wise?
We did not. I don't think.
I like him this week, but
yeah, he does putt well here, and like
putts well and good approach.
If you just look at the last like year and a half of the PGA Tour, it's like guys like Joseph Bramlett haven't really just been winning. Like
exactly, yeah.
No.
So, at the end of the day, you want a winner. It's just I don't. Maybe Shane Lowry's not it though. Because like I feel like
you did mention Kuchar earlier this week, a little chalky as well, but like he has been playing pretty well. It does have good.
He has been.
I don't know if I love it, but it is.
Honestly, I don't think Cork's history means.
Well, yeah, that's what we were talking about this earlier in the week.
2011.
There's only been like a couple guys that have played this event that have made the cut every year, and it's basically and like minimum of 3 times played. It's basically Shane Lowry and Cam Davis, and basically everybody else has missed a cut at some point.
Yeah.
This event, it's just like how tough it is. If you get the right tee times, like you could be all right. But Lowry is pretty much the only guy that I'm like confident in saying like he'll probably make the cut. But yeah, there's a lot of guys we could pick this week. I do like Chris Kirk, saying that he's a really good ball striker, and
good ball striker.
He does play at this course a lot, so he does have history here.
Is it good history?
T7 last year, T5 the year before.
T12 in there.
He
really good this
again,
year.
Good ball striker, really good ball striker. I feel like that's if we're gonna pick somebody this week,
accurate off the tee.
We want somebody who's gonna strike the ball well, hit the greens.
Yeah. Posting a good approach guy.
Let's find out.
I
kind of like Kirk actually.
I do think Kirk could get it done this week.
Poston's not bad, but he hasn't. I mean, he missed the last 2 cuts, but that's also 2 very different courses.
He's 91st strokes gained approach, JT Poston.
So it's
middle of the pack.
Yeah. What's Kirk? Probably like top 20, I'd assume.
Kirk would be still learning this new PGA Tour website.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's all right. It's not the worst. 47th, so slightly
better. Kirk, like this place reminds me of kind of like not like as treacherous. I feel like as Sony Open, but like short, hit the fairway, good approach. Is on Bermuda. I don't know. It feels like kind of like I feel like Chris Kirk could play well.
Okay. I mean, we don't have to spend too much time. I'm down with that.
Yeah, I kind of
yeah. It's not something. It's not something we have to.
Don't overthink it this week.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Chris Kirk it is. That was like one of our more just kind of like picks of the year.
I mean, if it works out, we're gonna have to just keep spending 20 seconds on it, and
just
gut feel. Yep.
Yeah.
Love that.
Alternate pick. Who's the alternate this week? Denny or Dietrich is fine too, I guess.
I'm good with Denny.
Okay, we'll do Denny.
I like it.
Okay.
Other guys that you think might
just in general?
Yeah.
Last week I said Willie Z. And he ended up
shot like 64 Sunday.
Yeah.
I'll go Dietrich. I like Dietrich a lot as well. On top of like Denny.
What Patrick Harrington?
Think he's got a win in him.
Not a long course, it's like if you
No.
got your distances dialed, and that's why a guy like Cooch could win. But
he's dominating the Champions Tour. Or why he finished T2 of the Champions Tour.
I'm gonna go Dietrich.
How about Adam Svensson? You mentioned his name earlier in the podcast.
Yeah.
I think he's 2 for 2 in cuts made at PGA National T9.
Okay.
He led the field in tee to green last year at PGA National.
Me and Jeek were talking about him. Trev, what do you think of Minwoo?
I'm a Minwoo.
How has he been playing? Like
he's been sick.
Oh, he's been sick on the European tour. On the
DP tour. It doesn't quite translate. But
jeez, yeah. But what I wonder what those strength of fields are like compared to this week and on the like obviously it's a little bit better. Probably,
I mean,
like depth wise, I think, but like
he's played in some
Shane Lowry
events. I feel like
I don't know, but you're right. 3rd, 3rd, 8th, 12th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 13th.
I'll root for him.
He's the guy I want to win. If I'm picking
I like him a lot.
If it ain't Chris Kirk, I'll be rooting for Minwoo, I think.
I want Minwoo to like get himself full time on the tour. I think he's just like an exciting player to watch.
Yeah, it looks like he crushes crushes the ball, but
He's
doesn't
like
know where it's
another one.
going
He's
half the
built like
time.
he's like Rory McIlroy, like height and weight.
I
but
remember
he crushes the
I
ball.
remember I saw his swing too, and his swing is beautiful. Like
Yeah.
awesome swing. I've seen his TikToks of just like him like I don't know why, like I've seen like 3 in the past week.
I've seen him too.
Just of him like hitting like the flop shot or like some random shots, and like you're the TikTok scratch golfer, and he's just messing around with some funky
I
ass
love the
swing.
people who don't realize who he is, and it's like guess the handicap, and he like hits a shank on purpose, and then like everybody's like,
Yeah.
oh, he's a 17 handicap. And like, you realize this guy won the Scottish Open last year.
Wait,
No, he didn't.
What?
He won the Scottish Open
The Genesis
2 years ago. Minwoo
2 years ago.
2 years,
Okay.
2021.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So not like the co-sanctioned one. Who won the co-sanctioned one?
Xander, didn't he?
Yeah,
Xander, yeah.
Xander.
Yeah.
We were all high on Xander for the Open after that.
Yeah, didn't he like miss the cut? Something like
I
that.
think he might have.
Something stupid. That was annoying. And then Rory lost. Like just all around great week for me.
All right. So go around final picks.
I'll stick with Adam Svensson.
I'll go with Aaron Wise.
Okay. I'll stick with Dietrich.
Sweet.
We can't really do like a random guy at the top of the leaderboard this week because they're all random guys at this point.
Oh yeah, who's
like it just doesn't really work.
Taylor of the week. Who's the Nick?
Like,
Taylor?
do you guys know like Adrian Moronk? Like, I doubt you have any idea who that is, right?
I know who it is.
Okay. The only reason I know who it is because I'll be working out on Thursday and Friday morning. And I'll come back and I'll have it on the like European tour on the TV, and they'll keep showing this guy. I'm like, who the hell is this? And apparently he's like almost like top 50 in the world or something.
Did you see that both the Cootie brothers got in? Like one got a sponsorship exemption,
One got
and the other one
Monday
qualified. Yeah, so they're both.
That's
in.
cool. That's cool. I saw the other one was Monday qualifying.
Harrison Endicott, my boy that played with Jason Bateman.
This would be a great himself in there this week.
This would be a great week for Harry Higgs to show up for the PGA Tour. Like if they want anyone to show up, Harry Higgs is the name.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't really get into it, but we kind of got into this. But like Ricky Fowler not playing this week just kills me. It crushes me so much because I just think this is an event that he would win. Like his stroke gain approach has been so good this year, and he's won in the past. Like it's a pretty good recipe. But whatever. Yeah. We kind of talked about that.
All right. Let's get in the clubhouse and the week. We got me. I played for the first time in a very long time. I played 5 holes during my lunch break on Monday. So yesterday, and the hook is gone for now.
Patty Loopy slice?
Patty push.
Okay.
All
right.
Not gonna lie. I've been pushing too.
That's better than a hook. It's close to a hook and better than a slice. So
like a hard push. But then I started.
I have the same thing going on right now. So it's I played 3 times this week, kind of. Well, 2.5, I guess. One was kind of like late, so we played like 4 holes.
Yeah.
And like I just played completely different all 3 times. Like one day I was just like hitting it all right. Next day I was hitting it to the right, and then the next day I just had the push left. So yeah, we have some figuring out to do.
But it just felt good to be out there. Just
it did.
This season I'm pretty intent on playing a lot, and I think I'm actually going to follow through with it. Like I said it last year, but I didn't end up playing that much. But I think I'm going to be playing a lot of golf this spring and summer.
Yeah, so. I've definitely got the fever now. It was like 60 and sunny, like
we had a nice weather day Monday.
Yeah, I feel like I'm super happy with the way I played, but I topped 2 tee shots into water, and I chunked the 3rd one into water and made 4 doubles on the day. And then
you shot 82 with a double on 18.
4 doubles and shot 82.
Jeez.
Like there was one 2 birdies. One of them was a short par 4, and I went driver 4-iron and had an eagle putt. And then
Or
the
par 5,
other
Par 5.
par
yeah.
5, par 5, par 5.
Driver 4-iron on the short par 4.
Yeah. And then another. It was they were doing construction on this par 5, so they just like they basically played you for like a par 3, 120 yards out. So but whatever score we took, like whatever score you made, you just put it as like a birdie, eagle, or bogey on the scorecard, like a 4, 5, or 6. But it hits like less than a foot. So that was everything else felt. I don't know. I feel like I maybe found something, but my short game and putting is just god awful, and I have no feel whatsoever. So
my putting was kind of just like I knew I didn't have it because it was just like the greens are a little like they're still wintry, and I just had
yeah,
like
inconsistent.
The greens are kind of hard right now. They are not used to that Silvermine.
Yeah, they were kind of like weird, not like fast, but not like Silver Spring like actually fast, but they were just like faster than usual, and just didn't have my pace. Short game was like actually pretty good, other than like my chipping around the green was good, but overall kind of encouraged just because I didn't hook it.
I didn't have it last game, so
I
time
didn't,
I played.
and I didn't slice. I didn't hit like weak ass fades that I've been hitting the past few years. I hit like actual powerful drives. I felt like a good iron shots. So I was like, okay, this is, and I'm gonna get fit for a new driver next week just because it hit me that I hadn't maybe hit the right driver for me for the past like 4 years, and that's the only reason I feel like I've not been playing great. So
I mean, speaking of new drivers, Pat and I are going to 5-iron golf for
Paradigm.
free Paradigm testing, I guess.
And if you get the long drive, you win a Paradigm.
Yeah, so
that's
better get our
really
long
cool.
drives ready. I
Get your
already told him
calibration.
I'm gonna go up and like heel strike it like 200 yards.
You should. Why don't you just why don't you just pay get like Kyle Berkshire up there and just pay him to like hit a long drive for you, and then say
Yeah, right.
Gee, guys, thinking after we finish up here, we just go and eat before.
Yeah, I'm down. We should do that.
It's free food, right?
Yeah, free food and
Does it
drinks.
say free food?
It does. It said free food, drinks, and hitting. I wonder what the catch is. Maybe they just like want people to buy Paradigms like after.
I think Callaway
Are you bringing your clubs too, or are you just like using the Paradigm clubs?
We're just going there, yeah. Whatever they have.
They have clubs too.
Yeah. I mean, we have a bay set for like an hour, and then like I guess they have a long drive station and maybe a Paradigm station. I don't know. We'll find out.
Did you? So you already booked a bay?
Yes.
Before. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking.
I got like a random email, and I read the email because like I usually don't read emails that are like promotional, but I read the email. Like, what is this? And it said like free food, free drinks, free Paradigm hitting. I'm like,
yeah, I'd be all over that.
Yeah.
I was gonna get the 9 to 10 time slot after Jeek got the 8 to 9 time slot, just like literally directly the same one. But then
is it free? What was the bay free too?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
And then I got the flu, and I couldn't be bothered.
I mean, whatever, it is what it is. It might end up just being the two of us anyway. So
an hour, I think, is like enough on a simulator too.
Oh, hour is a long time.
Especially
and like you play
around
quick.
No, you play like 9 holes in an hour, but still.
Yeah, I mean, we played like a 2v2 scramble last time we went, and like Jack and Trevor were kind of struggling at one point, and we still got 9 holes in. So
it's fun.
But yeah, so that'll be fun. We'll report back on the Paradigm after.
Yeah, you gotta let me know. I think I'm getting fitted next week, so you gotta let me know what the how it is.
You know, I already have a Callaway driver, and what I don't like about it is it's like kind of spinny, but that's probably just because I got fitted with a different.
I don't like the shape of they
I
look
don't like
so
it at
bulky.
address. It looks weird.
Yeah,
I don't like the stealth
so
at address, like or like the
it's so
the sim at address for some reason.
It's
It's just because I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it. Yeah. Max has a stealth, and I tried to hit
Callaway
it.
just looks like so like huge, like just looks.
Max has a stealth.
Yeah, he like just got one. I tried to use it, and like every time I use like a stealth or like a sim or whatever, I just top it. Like I tried it like twice this
I don't
weekend. I
love the
topped it
look of the
both
stealth.
times.
I think I've already said that on this pod.
I agree. I like the sim. I like the sim and the sim 2 look better than the stealth.
I'm gonna have that sim for like so long. Unless like they
know.
legitimately do something where you will hit it like 30 yards farther or something.
Yeah,
like
that's where I'm like,
couple
I'm just
years,
not
like-
gonna get a new driver. Like, I don't need a new one.
That's what like honestly, if I get fitted for stealth next week, I'm just gonna say like, all right, cool, and then go out and buy the sim,
Same
the
with,
used
like,
sim
with the shaft that
that I have. Like
I would love-
hopefully the shot that I have or something different.
I would love for golf to do something like baseball did with like the BB core bats where they deaden it a little bit because like guys are
making it go far
nowadays. But then you still got like that like orange stealth, which would be like the sim where it's just like just a goated
yeah,
yeah,
like
and
back
like
in the
you
day,
just have it as
the
a relic.
CF4.
yeah.
They use it.
Oh yeah,
It's almost like I feel like people think about that the way the M1 and M2 they're like just the go-to driver almost. I feel like that's the people
I had the
perceive them.
M2. I sold it
Yeah,
to Welsh, who just moved down to Florida.
just gonna be using
interesting.
that
Working
soon.
at a country club down there that looks super nice.
What club is it?
Seminole.
Yeah, TBC Sawgrass.
Yeah.
Heard of it?
Stream Song? Is that what it is?
I forget what it's called. It's in like West Palm.
Okay.
Could
And
you
it, like
imagine working?
I saw
at,
pictures of it, and it looks like a northeast
Sweet.
country club. Like it looks like it has like the pool and like all that. Like I feel like
sure.
down there you don't see that as much.
Could you imagine working at like Seminole? You basically have like the
Man.
Netflix series. You just like be there all the time with like pro golfers. Like you just have like the inside scoop of everything.
Yeah.
Imagine that member guest week at Seminole, just like what I would do to be on the fly on the wall, like in those like
all right,
like a caddy during that.
Yeah, or just a caddy, like just literally like I could be the lowest caddy in the totem pole. Just get me out there.
Working in the kitchen during that would be insane.
Yeah, bring me a bus boy.
Ballet would be a good job during that week.
Oh man, yeah, that'd be something else.
Yeah.
All right, where do you find it? Alex, hit us up. We'll get a Seminole.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys next week for the Arnie Palmy.